On abbey shores where shadows play, the alley whispers night and day. In Abomination Alley's grip, where fear and danger tightly knit. Oh, the alley breathes a tale untold of secrets dark and hearts grown cold. Abbey streets, they'll pull you in to the depths where sin begins.
Hello, and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing Abomination Alley, our BRP actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason. And with me tonight will be Sarah playing Vivian, Eric playing Michael, Carr playing Teak, and Jeremy playing Salvador. And who remembers what happened last week?
I got nothing.
Please hit the floor.
Totally didn't know how to use cover. We got into an automobile accident.
He got knocked the fuck out.
Keek decided to take a nappy poo.
Good for him. He needs it.
He did. He really did. He's the glue that holds this group together.
He's a little guy. He gets tuckered out easy.
You're
Saw the
putting a
running on
lot of
short legs.
responsibility on Teek's shoulders if I'm the glue.
Shot Vasily. Vasily shot back. Interrogated a guy under threat of pyromania.
I didn't threaten to do anything. I just let him think I was. I never
Impli-
implied pyromania
The
at
implied
all.
threat of pyromania by sheer presence.
He never said he was gonna do it, just that his rooms were on. That was all.
Someone plugged him into the charger prior to putting him into the interrogation room.
It's okay. At that point, it wasn't really all that illegal for the police to beat confessions out of you. Letting it
Draw the
formalized
line
until
at
the
burning
30s.
them out.
Yeah, permanently scarring them would probably lead to lawsuits, even back then. That was probably when they were developing the whole hit them with a phone book so they don't leave a bruise. Or a sack of grapefruits.
As opposed to, what, a sock full of quarters?
Yeah, the grapefruit, you don't leave as many
I'd do
bruises.
that.
They've got enough give, you're not going to crack a bone.
Don't mind me. Printer noises.
Printer
Like, is
noise.
somebody taking off?
I thought it might have been a garbage truck pulling up. They sound kind of like that sometimes.
That was close.
Alright, so yes, I managed to track down Vasily. Stake this place out. Well, by that I mean the police left y'all at the car while they raided the place. But they'd gotten there a little too early, and Vasily was just driving by. I believe it was Vivian that spotted him. I think there was a critical involved.
Mhm.
So it wasn't just, I think that looked like Vasily, it was lock eyes as he slow-mo's drives by.
The meme.
Just about. It was just
It
about.
was the meme.
So yeah, scrambled in the car, very short car race, and somebody blew out the back tires of Vasily's vehicle. Then Teak rammed the driver as he stepped out. I mean, he was stepping out with the Tommy gun, so it's a little more excusable.
Failed the first time. Used my power to knock Teek out and gets a critical.
Yep. So, bad guy squish, Teak's head bounces off steering wheel.
Teek is currently sitting outside the vehicle on the ground.
Well, we're jumping a little time here. More police show up. They take Vasily into custody. There was a shootout in the building that the police were raiding. Y'all heard some gunfire, but y'all were busy and didn't have a chance to investigate.
Mm.
So some of Vasley's
Busy with
other
our
people
own
resisted.
gunfire.
But as they show up, Vivian gets, swept up and run off to the hospital pretty quickly.
Teak has a
I'm
shiner.
fine. I had 8 whole hit points left.
Vasily also gets rushed off, though he's under guard. I forget who else was hurt. Michael, I think, at least took a lick or two.
Yeah,
Are y'all hospitalized bad, or are y'all like?
Wait,
take
no,
a
I
week
was
off?
6.
I like Vivian. I think lost not
I'm at 6 of
inconsiderable.
19.
Yeah,
On a scale of 1 to 19, I'm a 6.
granted,
Pretty high.
I'm at 18 of 26, so wounded, but not catastrophically
Yeah.
so.
Let's see, and Leo is currently at 17 of 24.
We're all fine. Somebody make sure Teak knows where we're going to and shove him in the back, too.
Which hospital are you all? Teak, if Teak could very well just be asleep at Salvador's apartment somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what you want to do with a concussion.
Yep.
Just go home.
Just sleep it off.
Just go home and sleep that concussion off. So severe it knocked you out when you got it. Yeah. Just go sleep it off.
Take this
Teak?
shot of liquor first.
Teak,
Put a mirror under his nose.
I get a feeling we're all taking a hospital ride.
You're all going to the hospital to get checked out for sure.
Nobody tell Lilac.
You'll never hear the end of it. Nobody tell Lilac smash to cut to Salvador and Lilac driving to the hospital.
So from what I hear, then she just stood in the middle of the alleyway.
That's insane.
And her whole excuse is that he was doing it too. Apparently, if he
Oh,
jumped
God.
off a bridge, so would she.
Yeah. I
She's
think I
not
have to start
trained.
training these people.
many children know to look both ways.
You can dodge a
Many
wrench.
such
You can dodge a
cases.
bullet.
Many such cases.
Kids now look both ways for fear of the phantom
The
kobold.
The Phantom Kobold.
The Phantom Model T.
Well, it wasn't a Model T
No,
because he was in Leo's, whatever Leo drives.
That's
It
true.
was like a work truck of some kind.
I think so.
More of a
Mhm.
sturdy vehicle.
Yeah, something that
Which
could take the
probably-
impact of T-boning something.
Well, it's not like y'all were really going full speed yet, but
Just
Yeah.
enough
That's
to
tw-
squash a human being.
25 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, something like that.
Honestly, a Model TT is what it's called.
We know so much about 20s
Checks
cars
out.
now.
Yeah. There's a Model T runabout pickup and there's a Ford Model TT.
Yep.
I gotta look at it.
Longer
It looks
wheelbase,
like a
heavier
Model T
frame.
without the back seat.
Well, the frame's longer,
I
it's a
love
little
it.
heavier built, but yeah.
Mhm.
So anyway, some of you may spend the night in the hospital. They're a little bit worried about Vivian's potential blood loss.
She's fine. Melvin helped her out. She's fine.
Melvin did.
Whoever stays in the hospital, Salvador is staying that night with them.
Please, for the love of God, leave and take Lilac with you. I can't. She's gonna beat me up.
You had it coming. I don't like saying that like that, but you had it coming.
So Teak, you're told you should be fine. You probably need to stay up for 24 hours or so.
Teak, like, I can't even do that normally.
Teak's like,
Just do
He's
all
like-
the smelling salts.
Oh boy. Teague's just drinking coffee.
Oh no.
That's probably great for a concussion too.
I don't know. I've never.
Never been concussed.
I haven't.
I have. It's not great.
Oh, it should be limited.
You unironically would probably in this era would probably do smelling salts to stay up.
Or
Teague will
cocaine.
do what he can to stay
Cocaine.
up.
He spends the night working on Leo's car.
That'll probably keep him awake. Yeah.
Got it towed back.
Mm-mm.
Just have to be careful not to lay down under it for very long.
Just has an alarm clock that he keeps resetting.
Every 5 minutes.
There's also the method that I think it was Salvador Dali used when he wanted to paint under sleep deprivation, where he'd sit there with a big metal pan right in front of you, and he'd be holding a big metal spoon. So anytime he'd nod off, he'd drop it, and it'd wake him up. I think he was the one that painted the melting clocks.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Probably not a bastion of ideas of things to do if you want to keep good mental health.
Yeah, maybe
Not
not.
even a little bit.
Heck of a mustache, though. Heck of a mustache.
Oh yeah, impressive as hell mustache.
And I think he was kind to children. Yeah. All right. So Salvador spends the night sitting next to Vivian's bed.
Probably just
Well,
kind of like nods off like this. It's like,
Oh yeah, probably. It's safe. It's not unsafe for you to sleep though.
yeah.
And Vivian was leaking a lot, but she wasn't concussed.
Sure.
Lilac also spends the evening in the room.
Lilac, you can't choke her out. You can't choke her out. She won't learn her lesson.
No, I've got to let her recover first.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And she
saying.
does.
You have
She-
to let her recover.
She's actually being super nice.
Vivian is terrified for her life.
No, you just rest. You just heal up.
You just rest, petting the hair.
Whispering
Anything
into her
else?
ear,
Anything
"I'm gonna
else
kill
can
you
wait
later."
until we get home.
Ooh, I come from a big family. That's bad.
That has extreme like mom energy. Like we will talk about it when we get in the car.
Yep.
No, we're at the hospital. We're in public. We'll talk about it later. Michael, they check you out. They pat you up. They send you home. You and Leo, you just injured certainly, but nothing to the degree Vivian was.
Yeah.
Take Lilac with you, please. She's terrifying me.
All you see is Lilac fluffing her pillow, asking her if she wants any more water.
That's helped
It's
me
just
on her eyelids.
I just imagine Michael sees her fluffing the pillow, and Michael's eyes widen, turns around, and walks out the door.
Lilac fluffing the pillow. Salvador's kind of like nodding off on the chair. It's like,
Salvador, do you need anything? Caffeine?
no. Oh, well, I'm not concussed. We will be discussing tactics the next time we are all together. But I appreciate it.
Well, I was explicitly told not to incinerate him, so.
Hey, I wasn't there. I can just
Wait.
talk about what I know happened.
Incinerating him wouldn't have.
He shot you.
Chasing a lead.
He shot a lot of people.
But he shot you.
Yeah, and then he shot you too. And
Hey,
he shot Leo.
No arguing.
He shot Melvin's buddy.
You're still leaking over here. Stop.
I'm not leaking. They stitched it up.
No one shot at me. Teak in the corner.
You can change
You-
that if you really want.
Not in the hospital.
I mean, you can cust yourself on the. Never mind.
I mean, I did
Okay.
stop him from shooting into the car.
Lilac, all right, if all y'all are just gonna fuss and fight, y'all gotta go.
Yep. Go.
Salvador, you can stay. Everybody else, out.
I'm fine. You can all go.
You're
What am I
staying
gonna
here.
do? Yeah, I'm staying here. I can stay here by myself.
No.
Lilac
Not
shaking
even
her
a
head
little
no. As Salvador says that.
I'm gonna go work on Leo's car. Just walks out.
If you need some smelling salts, you can grab some from my apartment. You still
Thank
have to
you.
get in.
Leo
Y'all
could
gonna
probably
be
hand
good
him out of
here.
his bag too.
I'd rather.
I don't really have a choice, I guess.
I know you don't.
Can we have a moment? Can we have that moment when we're not like leaking bodily fluids where they shouldn't be?
That's
I'm
a
stitched up.
strange way to phrase that, but fine.
As Michael seems to be dragging his feet about leaving, you hear a slight click over in one corner of the room, and you see Lilac has loaded her little crossbow. Most of you haven't seen her crossbow yet. Vivian has seen it.
Lilac, I swear by everything holy, if you shoot anyone in this room, I will kill you myself.
It's just elf shot.
Yes, I know.
Ooh, elf shot. I haven't seen that in person yet.
I wouldn't shoot Teak. He's concussed. He doesn't need to sleep.
Teek's not there. Teek's
Teek's already
gone.
taken-
Oh, that's right. That's right. Teak left when told to leave. Teak followed instructions.
Teek's like, nope, I gotta go work on a car.
Well,
All right,
let's
but
have a project to work on.
I'll call you in the morning. If my jailers
just-
allow it.
They will.
Yes, they will.
Significant look at Lilac like, you really think so?
Lilac just sitting there looking innocent, holding a crossbow.
From down the hallway, Michael uses it. What do you mean this isn't the exit? Oh, it's a supplies closet. All right.
Go
Should
help
probably
Teak.
get Teak home.
You have a good one.
Godspeed, darling.
Heal up well. Tell me a date. And he will leave.
All right. So the night passes uneventfully. Truthfully, the next few days do.
Mhm.
It's all over the papers. You know, the busting Vasily. Vasily was tied to this Workers' Party of America, which was a communist political party. When they raided that building, they found plenty of evidence, or plenty of the weapons from the National Guard armory. So Vasily and his crew are tied to that. A few of the higher-ranking Union members are implicated as well, but not all of them. The guy that was running for Union president, he doesn't seem to have been involved in any of the blatantly illegal shenanigans. But it hasn't done his reputation any good. And a lot of the rank and file Union members, over the course of the next week, it becomes obvious they've lost some faith in him. It looks like he probably doesn't have much of a shot of actually winning the presidency.
Yeah, because Vasily was kind of putting him up.
Yep. And, until he got busted for this, the Union had a pretty decent opinion of Ashley. He'd come in and really helped him organize, but there's a significant loss of trust. But your names are in the paper again.
Yay.
There's a lot of speculation as to what Vasily was really going to use those weapons for. The overarching organization, calls for the overthrow of basically any government that isn't communist. Though they don't seem to have been actually working towards that directly. But that doesn't stop the newspapers from speculating, and the politicians.
The politicians are politicianing.
Yes, they're really going all over the place with it. But this is the 20s, not the 40s, so you don't really have a Red Scare.
Yeah, this were the 40s to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
Since with the 40s, the National Guard might be involved.
More than
Well,
they
they-
already are.
Yeah, I bet they are, because
Yeah.
they had their weapons stolen.
Yeah. Do we just get in good with the National Guard by finding their weapons?
Probably not.
It's certainly not something that's going to hurt you if you ever have to talk to the National Guard.
Fair enough.
You don't really talk to any of them personally when you're involved in this. But, the police come by in that time and ask you, some more questions, and you'll probably have to testify when Vasily goes on trial, when Vasily and his crew go on trial or whatever. But
Vivian will ask about the one elf that was shot in the alley that Melvin kind of drug over and was hanging out with her.
oh yes, I don't think I gave him a name.
I don't think
He's
we did.
expected to recover. He's expected to recover.
Yay.
It was one real bad shot. One of those kind of major wound, lose the loss of the arm kind of shots. So he's roughed up, and it'll be a little while before he's, back to full use of that arm. But Vasily is also expected to recover.
Good for him, I guess.
Though he's probably going to spend even more time than Vivian in the hospital bed. Though in his case, he's handcuffed to it. He also has people sitting with him, but they're all wearing blue and armed.
He's going to spend more time in the hospital, especially after Lilac sneaks into the room and just starts loading him full of elf shot.
Man, he
Mato!
slept for 48 hours and we couldn't wake him up.
Lilac loads toothpick with intent.
Loading toothpicks with malicious intent.
All right. Teak, a couple of days later, you're back to normal. No more weird headaches. Leo's vehicle wasn't too badly damaged. You got to replace the lights, either straighten a fender or get a replacement fender. A few things.
Clean off the blood.
There's a fair amount of that, yes.
Touch up the paint.
Luckily, you got to it the same day, so most of that stuff sprayed off pretty easy.
Just imagine the guys back at the Teak's garage that he works at. What happened?
You'll find out tomorrow.
Oh, by the next day, it's in the paper, so they kind of know what happens.
Just imagine his boss is looking at the paper, looks over at Teak, looks at the paper.
I thought you were supposed to
I
be
ain't
concentrating on
asking
monsters.
nothing. Sometimes the monsters walk among us.
Yeah.
All right. So you have basically a couple of weeks of downtime.
Woo.
Now, Teak, I believe your project
Mm-hmm.
was you were looking for a particular dwarven craftsman.
I was, yes.
Fine dwarven crafts.
You had gotten his name, I believe.
Yes.
Do you
My brain
remember?
is not working. My brain's not working for me today, no. Wait. I think I put it in the notes. Gunnar Ironwright.
That is correct. So you had put out word because the the Brewers Guild had told you a little bit about him, but he wouldn't do any work for them.
Mm,
He was not interested in being involved with them in any way, other than buying liquor from them.
exactly.
But you put out word that you were looking for him, or a chance to meet him.
Yep. Just talk to him.
And somebody does get back to you with his address.
Okay. Now the question is, would Teak go alone or would Teak take somebody with him?
Jesus Christ, please take somebody with you.
Nah, do it alone. Do it alone.
You don't want the
Isn't that
dwarf to
Sal?
think you don't want the dwarf to think you're scared of him.
Oh no, it's mostly just like he doesn't know where he's going, so it'd be just more comforting to have a person with him.
Come on, let's go get shot.
Yeah, he'll see if Sal wants to go with him.
Like, where are we going?
Meet a dwarven craftsman.
That doesn't sound like you need a former first sergeant.
No, but
I'll go. Usually when you want these, it's because you think you're going to get shot at.
I've never met him, and he deals in magical goods. So
Oh, neat. Might be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yes, I'm in. Do I bring my duffel bag or?
if you want, you can just keep it in the Model T for now.
Sure. Do that.
He'll
Yeah,
drive
so-
he'll drive to the address.
Okay. So he lives way down in West Point.
Oh wow.
Kind of at the edge of the city. You drive past the area with all the slaughterhouses and paper mills, but he lives past those. Kind of when you get out of that area where it's almost as much the county as it is the city.
Mm-hmm.
You pull up to a property that is technically in the city limits, but was clearly a farm, a fairly large farm at one point. You can kind of tell where sections have been cut off, and they've, more housing has gone up.
Mm.
But where you pull up, it's still got kind of the, decent sized farmhouse, a large barn out behind it. Not a lot of cattle or anything. You see he's got goats out in the yard. Looks like that's probably how he's keeping the grass under control.
So just like a modest farmstead kind of thing.
Yeah, like I said, it's a decent sized house. This was a nice farmhouse at one time. I don't mean that like it's run down now. It's been kept up.
Right.
Yeah, but it's got a little age on it now for sure.
Gotcha. Is there like a driveway up to the house, or does it like stop and then you have to walk up the rest of the way?
There's a driveway all the way up, but part way up, where there's where the property's kind of cut off with barbed wire fence.
Mm-hmm.
There's a gate that, like a gate to a pasture, but it closes across the driveway.
He's expecting you, right?
No, probably not. Mostly because I put a feeler out to try and get some information about him. I was hoping to meet him like in a dwarven tavern or something, but someone gave me his address. So
you went with his address.
Well, it was either this or wait longer. If he turns us away, he turns us away. So.
We're gonna get shot at. And he's like, he like has his duffel bag unzipped.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I'm not taking out. I'm not taking out the rifle. I'm just have it unzipped and ready to go just in case.
Is it assembled?
Yeah. At most,
Yep.
it needs to be a. It needs to be put a clip in.
Tick will just sigh and make his way to the house.
Salvador will follow.
All right. Now the gate's not locked. No, it's just a little slide bar. You could open it
Hmm.
To get in. So you ain't got to crawl over it.
Is there like, dude? You said there was a field. Do I see anybody out in the field, like working out in the field or anything?
No. Give me a listen. Both of you give me a listen rolls.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Where are you? At?
Yay! I get to check that one.
It's S.
All right, both of y'all got successes. So y'all both hear a kind of, coming back from behind the house, tink, 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 of somebody working metal.
Oh, I thought someone was like chanting Teek's name.
That's it. Tink's got a fan club. Tink, tink, tink.
Sounds like he's home.
Yep. He sounds like he's home, but it's like I'm trying to think. It's like, would you walk around the house or would you knock on the door?
It's not possible to knock on the door from where we are.
No, but I mean, I'm. This is me above game.
Yeah.
Well, technically, you have not seen a no trespassing sign.
Right.
So he hasn't posted anything telling people to stay off his property.
Right. Yeah, Teak will go to the door and knock and see if
It's
he
your play.
like.
He's gonna. Salvador's gonna be like, "It's your play. It's your play. Whatever you want to do."
He'll go to the door and knock.
Okay.
He'll follow.
A little bit later, door opens.
He has his hat off.
Is he holding it in front of you? Is he doing the puppy dog eyes?
No, he's just holding it.
Literally hat in hands.
Yeah.
Can I have his magic weapon?
I can't has magic weapon.
There's a dwarf there. Full beard, no gray in his hair.
Hmm.
And he opens the door looking like, up like he's expecting it to be, somebody human sized, maybe.
Well, he sees Salvador. He doesn't see Teak, if that's the case.
Oh, yeah,
What's up with
he
Salvador?
notices you. But it's like, and then he kind of gives you both the up and down. You lost?
No, sir. Is your name Gunnar Ironright?
No, my name's Blake Ironright.
We were looking for Gunnar. I understand he makes magical weaponry or magical items.
He piddles with stuff. Where'd you hear about him from?
Trying to remember. Wasn't it like, I think Lillian got him some information, but then he talked to the dwarves, I think, too, right?
I don't remember if Lillian had heard about it or not. I was using Duba's character, I think, as the person that told you about it, George
Yes.
Stone.
Yeah.
Because he was the one that told you, the Brewers Guild, we know he buys from us, but he won't.
Yep.
He won't sell us anything because he doesn't want to work. Doesn't want to be involved. Any of his stuff involved with organized crime.
Well, from what I understand from the Brewers Guild, I know you don't do much business with them, but except for their brew, they're the ones who told me about Gunnar.
Don't take this the wrong way, fella, but why are they telling a kobold about my pops?
My name's Teak. We're with the Beorn.
Okay. Just one second. And he comes back a little bit later, and he's got a newspaper that he literally holds it up.
You in the time he's gone, I just like leaned down and whispered to Teek, "You should probably lead with that next time."
It's still new to me, even though we've been doing it for months.
like holds a newspaper up. It's like,
Yeah, about
oh,
now.
that's that kobold, and that's that elf.
Basically, he does kind of like, okay, oh, okay.
So we were just looking at maybe getting an edge with what we've been facing as far as spooks.
Yeah, I fought that.
Supernatural.
Crap, what name did that? Naiad, I think was the name I went with for the water element.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you read about that.
There's a vampire. There's a naiad. There's
There was
there's
Pinkertons.
the ogre.
ogre, but then there was
haven't fought the Pinkertons yet.
no, but there I can't remember the name of the first creatures that we fought. My brain
The
is
brew.
failing. The brew. Fought the brew. And
Guns work, but you know,
But you keep
until they
hitting,
don't.
you keep running into rougher stuff, and your guns aren't getting any rougher.
Yeah.
But he's like, all right, go ahead and walk around back. I'll meet you back there.
thank you. And he'll start
And
walking
before he shuts
back.
the door, he leans over and picks something up, like you're pretty sure he had a shotgun or something behind the door.
That's fine. Not face, just walks around.
Salvador. Of all the people you could get who would not be phased, would also be Salvador.
Yeah, it's the two people who are like, if we're gonna get shot at, we're gonna get shot at. It's like,
Salvador's like, I also had a shotgun behind the door.
I just imagine at the same time he sees that, he zips up the rifle.
So you walk around the
Everybody knows
house,
what's
and
up.
Blake has come out the back door. Dad's turned the old barn into a forge.
Looks good.
I thought I heard somebody
it
working
was in
out
good
here.
shape. It was in good shape when we got it.
We heard some hammering, so I assume he's at work.
He's always piddling on something.
You have a very nice house.
Oh, thank you. Mother was very proud of it. We had to make a lot of adjustments. It was Hugh and built originally, so. Which Teak, you're familiar with how kobolds often change their houses. Lots of step stools in front of sinks and stuff like that. If you're taking over a previously human establishment.
Teak just nods. He's like, "Yeah, I've had to make a few changes in the apartment."
Last person in my apartment complex was a fairy. I had to go the other way.
That's when you just buy a really good big doll house and sit in one corner.
Makes moving really
American
easy.
Girl.
Barbie's dollhouse.
I doubt either one of those go back that far.
All right,
I thought Barbie did.
I thought Barbie was the 60s.
Maybe it is.
All right, tangent time.
1959.
1986.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I was thinking the American Girl stuff is fairly recent.
Yep. Relatively speaking. They are 40 years old at this point.
Anyway.
That's still fairly recent.
Okay.
Love you, Zay.
If they're fairly recent, so am I.
Yeah,
You know what the weirdest little thing I've had recently that made me feel old was?
What's that?
go
When
for it.
when they announced the second Simpsons movie. And I looked at how long ago the
like
first one came
20
out.
years later.
I was like, holy crap, I hadn't even bought my house yet when I saw that movie. Like, my mind had really kept that movie more recent for some reason.
Yeah, it's always fun when you're driving and they do like oldies lunch or something, and you're like, "No, that came out 5 years ago. Shut up."
That I've almost gotten used to. It's been happening to me so much. But,
So they're walking to the barn, I assume.
So he opens up the door. Hey, Pop. You hear an answering grumble that you can't make any coherent sense out of. He seems to accept it.
Probably in Dwarven.
Tim Allen grunt.
Got a couple of folks here to see you. You hear? I'm not taking commissions. They're part of the Beorn.
I might take a commission.
Is it one of the pretty ones?
Yes.
Yes.
Didn't sound like it.
Teak, you're just here, Teak. No.
Oh.
He gets a little scritch on the back of his head.
Rub the eye ridges. That's what he likes.
Yeah.
Massage the ears.
Mhm.
Fine.
And you walk around a little corner, you see, kind of the open area of the barn. There's a big stone encircled old style forge.
Mm.
Though you do see a lot of more modern metalworking equipment kind of at the edges.
Gotcha.
You must be Master Gunner.
I am.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Pleased to meet you. Y'all been doing good work.
Hopefully able to do more.
Work's been catching up to us a little bit lately.
We were hoping to maybe give us a little bit of an edge against things like the brew and such.
Well, my understanding is your guns did just fine against them.
They do until they don't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You
Yeah.
can't hardly shoot a naiad.
Can't shoot a naiad. Can't shoot.
Can't shoot.
What did you call the earth elementals?
Gnomes.
I can't shoot the gnomes.
Trolls, ogres.
Oh, you can shoot a troll. They just get better.
Better quickly, yes.
Hey, did you really attack a gnome with a prayer bench?
Not my proudest moment, but yes. It worked till it didn't.
You know those things just drop a ton of dirt on you, right?
Yeah.
They sure tried.
Ask me how I know.
All right, so what exactly are you fellas looking for?
I'm
Teak, I didn't
looking.
think I'd get that far.
Well, no. Teek's like, well, I'm looking for something that maybe helps with the gun, and he holds up. He's like he pulls it out of his holster, but trigger discipline.
For the love of God.
Hey,
Like
trigger.
even Salvador has a moment of like, oh, okay, he's good.
Trigger discipline. It's like he'd get backlash from Salvador on that.
It's like ready to whack him in the back of the head.
When he does that,
It's like-
Salvador, you do see Blake tense up over to one side. Where he'd
Yep.
kind of wandered over like he was just kind of looking at whatever his dad was working on. But clearly he was still on guard.
Teek will also show that it's not loaded.
Gunner reaches out and, takes it from you.
Mm.
They're all pretty mundane. Salvador,
He'll
Unzipping
also go
that.
ahead and pull out his other one, just hand it to him, barrel, like he'll hold onto the barrel and hold out the handle to Gunner. Because he always has to.
Are you attached to these two guns?
I mean,
well, that one took out like 5 brew.
that's really the only one. Yeah. But I mean, if you can make it work for the other one, that's fine.
What's the process like?
How much do you know about runes?
That's
It was the
how
runes that
we
did
were.
this.
Yeah, it's how we were picked. But other than that, I don't know anything about dwarven runes.
Curious, is it one of those like runes is runes situation, or
I'm not talking about the things humans call runes from their history. I'm talking about actual
Okay.
runes from the Forgotten World.
nothing then?
Mm-mm. I know it's very rare for some people to know how to use them properly.
It is. It is A dying art.
He'd say that, and Teak would be like, "Could I learn how to do it?"
Kobolds aren't exactly known for their innate magical abilities.
Okay, fair enough.
I say that now. I don't actually remember. Did y'all have a penalty here?
I have it up. I'll look.
I know yours is particularly low, but I can't remember if that was a kobold thing in particular or just how you rolled.
Normal kobolds have a 2d6 plus 3. I rolled very low. I rolled 2 1s.
Okay.
For my power.
What? Oh, for power. Okay.
So,
yeah. For my power, it's 2d6 plus 3, but I rolled literally 2 1s on 2d6s.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm. Teak is not magic.
I am struggling to remember what rune Salvador had. He wrote it down like 6 times. But Jeremy has
I believe I have it in the cover of this notepad. Let's see. Eric drew man, Patrick drew stasis, Sarah drew spirit, Decca drew chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Salvador will reach into his breast pocket where he keeps the chaos rune that he has.
We had to give it back.
Aunt Jen did not let you keep one of her rune stones.
Not the rune. He's written it down like 20 times.
Okay. Sorry. Misunderstood.
He pulls out the handkerchief that he's written of his latest iteration of it. It's like, I pulled this one. Is that the same thing or is this different?
Well, that's not the rune I know how to use, but yes, that is an actual rune.
Okay. Puts it back.
Represents chaos. Forces of entropy.
Yeah, that's what they tell me.
And Carr drew the Dragon Newt rune.
Dragon Newt. Which was fitting because kobold.
Yes, he finds that interesting.
It's kind of on the nose.
He's kind of like, I wonder if that would come to represent you since the Dragon Newts are gone.
I'm still trying to figure it out, so.
And just to remind you what they look like, chaos is a little circle with little horns.
Mm-hmm.
Little blunted horns. And the Dragon Newt rune is a triangle with a line through, kind of towards the top point.
Yep.
Top third of it.
Top third, top fifth, something like that.
So, and he'll ask, since you are I take it you are what is a term for this? Like runesmith?
Yeah, it's a good thing to call it as any.
Sure. As a runesmith, if we drew these runes, what does that mean? Does this particular rune call to us more than others?
I don't know. Drawing them from a bag like that isn't something I know about. If you internalize a rune, I guess the best way to describe it is as a type of spell casting. In addition to your more typical, the stuff that shamans do, or your kind of book reading wizards do.
We have a spirit. We have I believe, a spirit walker with us.
Oh yeah. You've got that
shaman.
That orc doc.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Leo.
I haven't had a reason to go by and see him, but some friends of mine in town speak highly of him.
His mundane works quite good too. I guess my question would be if this is, I guess that's a question for Auntie Jin, but if this is what we drew. Would this rune be easier to, I don't know, inscribe on something
That's
we
ours.
use? That's ours, yeah.
But how would that have?
Ownership's interesting.
It's an interesting take. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just wonder what effect it would have on a weapon that is the same rune as what we drew for our weapons.
I don't like to think about what mine would be.
I would think with dragon it would be maybe something with fire, maybe not.
He tells you, well, fire is what I am familiar with. Which, if you're looking for weapons, fire is useful with weapons.
Especially against trolls.
Yes.
Is that something you've spent your life cultivating fire runes specifically?
Yes, virtually nobody can master
All of them.
too many of them.
Sure.
So
Even the best, most skilled, usually only truly master 2 or 3.
If yours is fire, do you have any others that you dabble in?
No. I dabble a little bit in oh crap, what's it? Wizardry. It's important for the process of enchanting an object.
Gotcha.
Shamans can do
Makes
it
sense.
too, and truthfully, our methods, despite the difference in the way we study, our methods of creation aren't that different. It will involve bonding a spirit to the item. It can be quite costly in terms of
spiritual energy.
Yes.
He stops. It's like, does it make it sentient?
It depends on what you put in there.
Oh. Okay.
The spirit, for example, some people wanting what you want would summon a salamander and bind it into the weapon.
To give like fire bullets or a fire sword or
Exactly.
something. So, okay.
But they're more real and material than a lot of spirits. There's a physical component to it, which doesn't stop you from doing it. It makes the process more taxing.
It's physically taxing on top of spiritually taxing.
No, just more spiritually taxing.
Ah, I see.
I tend to summon spirits tied to fire that are more basic spirits. For example,
like a will-o-wisp or something? Maybe not a will-o-wisp.
Those would probably be air or light related.
Okay.
He goes,
I just
a lot of these, every culture's gonna have different names for them, so.
Okay.
Don't get too stuck on that. But for example, with your gun, I could likely bind a fire spirit to it. And when you pull the trigger, it would be the spirit's ability to generate the effect. Though it would be your own spiritual energy that fueled the effects. But by putting it in an object, you could, even if you're not mystically gifted, you could put what you needed into it, over time. I assume you're not out shooting monsters every day.
No.
We are between shooting monsters every day, so
It's the visit. And sorry for just dropping in.
It's not like I have a phone or anything. And there's no sarcasm there. He's out of the edge of town. Yeah, he doesn't. He hadn't got a phone right out there.
So do you only create effects that destroy, or do you create effects that protect as well?
I could likely get you something that would protect you from fire.
That's kind of what I was getting at. If I had
I mean,
like a family heirloom or something.
I would not say no to being able to shoot like a bullet that's made of fire. That seems like it could definitely be handy in certain circumstances.
Let's go one step at a time. Let's see what.
Yeah, like what could be available.
Well, it's not what could be available. It's what does he want?
Yeah, I mean, of course, payment is always
Obviously, we're looking to compensate.
Of course.
While you've been talking, Blake kind of leans over to his father. Pops, are you sure you're up for multiple items? And if they both get something, well, it's gonna stop the rest of their crew from coming back.
I'm simply inquiring.
Yeah, we're inquiring. You don't have to. You can say no. If you know anyone else that can do it, we're happy to go look at them too. If you don't want to.
I don't know anybody else in our area. There was an old man I knew down in Louisiana, but he was old as dirt when I moved up here, so. So let's just say I doubt he's down there anymore.
Well, again, it's your choice. If you want to, that's fine. If you don't want us to bring our companions, we can agree to that.
Only goodies for you.
I will tell them about you, but I mean,
well,
one of them already shoots fire. He's fine.
One of my son's concern is when I say this is taxing, I don't mean I'm tired and I rest up. There's a permanent loss when I create one of these items.
Understood.
I can slowly work myself back up, but that literally involves
meditation or something thereof.
Fighting a spirit?
Fighting a spirit is usually the best way to do it.
I see.
If you can overcome one, more powerful than yourself. Which I was much more likely to try when I was younger.
I see.
I obviously don't want you to hurt yourself.
Do not want you to go over what you may be capable of in
Exactly.
But I do want to help. There's been a lot of weirdness happening.
Yes.
In town since the beginning of the year.
It's only been ramping, it feels like.
Yes.
Slow incline for sure.
I've definitely got in me to make one of your items. I might be able to make a second one.
Very well.
That's entirely up to you. One will be more than enough if you don't feel like doing a second. And of course, we'll compensate you however you wish.
Well, obviously you'll buy supplies.
Yes.
Yes.
Would you need assistance binding the spirit?
Could someone like Leo help you?
Or shit, could I do it?
Or I am not magically inclined.
Well, I'm making it for you, so you will be involved for sure.
Mhm.
I'll need the more people we have, the more I can tap into other people's reserves of power. Now they won't all suffer that permanent loss I spoke of, like I will.
But it would make it easier on you.
Yes.
Okay.
Field
It gives me a
trip.
little more oomph in a fight. I would also need two of the object or similar objects. They don't have to be identical. One of which will be enchanted, and the other which will be sacrificed.
Okay.
There is a religious component to this, tying into the Forgotten Gods.
So do you mean you would have to have like one of my guns and a sacrificial gun?
Yes.
Okay.
If we're speaking of the guns, that's pretty much what it is.
Okay.
If your friend wanted, I don't know, a ring to help protect him from fire, he would need two similar rings of similar value, of similar, they don't have, like as I said, they don't have to be identical.
Gotcha.
But if he was getting it, one of them was a gold ring, well, the other one couldn't be silver.
Okay.
So it could be platinum if he just wanted to waste the money.
Salvador just blinging.
Salvador's probably got a ton of family heirlooms.
You do, well, I was going to
Never
say you
hear
do.
the end of it from his mother.
Nope.
I think you still have to.
We'll get
I
to
think
that
you
when we go into his downtime.
Don't you have? Yeah, you have a necklace that Teak made of a Model T emblem.
He goes and steals the hood ornament off some other car so he can sacrifice. He didn't say I had to buy it.
He just takes it off the Model T. It's like, wait, Sal, what are you doing? And he just holds up the necklace. Is like, that's where.
Now he also rattles off a fairly substantial monetary price.
Oh boy!
I mean, this is how he makes his living after all.
Yeah.
So how good are Teak's resources?
He's average. He's not rich.
And how good are Salvador's?
Let me double check that. Salvador.
What does Salvador do for a living?
Salvador is kind of all in on this, but he takes kind of odd jobs whenever he's not doing, the Beorn stuff. Like he's not supposed to be here for this long. He's feeling weird about that right now. But whenever he's not doing Beorn stuff, he takes kind of odd jobs, whatever Myrtle needs.
Okay.
But
Enough to pay for his room and board, basically.
Yeah. But he's not particularly rich either. He's, I believe, average. Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be a substantial financial blow to you.
Yeah.
You might need a little time to save up.
That's fine.
Yep.
We also have to get the sacrificial gun anyway, so
Yeah.
it'll take us some time to.
Oh, Teak's already got that.
Yeah, fair, but like we can save that.
Yeah.
Salvador with a straight face after hearing the monetary price is like, okay, well, it'll take us some time to save that up, but we will definitely be looking to doing business.
He kind of looks at you. Oh, we'll be saving that up, but we want to do business. If you're serious about this, I'll go ahead and start the prep work. If that's you politely saying that you'd rather not give him the price, just say so. No shame.
No. We're all in on this.
Oh yeah.
It's just gonna take us a little bit to come up with the money, but I understand the man's got to make a living.
I'm a mechanic. I don't make that kind of figure.
Well, maybe I could put it on. And before he even said that, his son's like, no.
So even Salvador's like, no.
No.
As soon as the newspaper hears we're indebted to a man on the outskirts of town, the Beorn are never gonna hear the end of it.
All right, that's fair. So he talks to you about what Teek's wanting the gun to basically fire. Okay.
Mhm.
He basically explains to you how that you'll still be firing bullets out of it, but it'll be
Like when I put my power into it, I could fire.
Right.
Fire. Gotcha.
And he'll teach you the technique you'll have to use to like refuel the guns. Mystical essence.
Gotcha.
This is very productive. I appreciate it.
Again, thank you very much for your time.
Of course.
Go to shake his hand.
Just swing back by whenever you're ready for me to really get started.
Of course.
Tickle, shake his hand.
He grabs a pad and scribbles out his address. In case you need to mail him a message ahead of time, or rather than driving all the way down here.
Salvador will take it and pocket it. I will also shake his hand.
Yeah, he shakes hands. We'll also need to do it on a Friday.
Why a Friday?
Fire day?
Fire day.
Oh. Okay.
I've got a he's like kind of Salvador kind of blushes and goes, I have a passing knowledge of a lot of this.
Not a lot of people remember the days of the week from the Forgotten World. It's important when using runes, though.
Yes.
You want to know a day that matches up, or is at least not opposite.
He's sitting there thinking, it's like, and what are the? It shakes his head. He's like,
we can ask Auntie Jin on the way back.
Yeah. It's like, thank you again for your time.
All right. So this couple of weeks of downtime, what is Michael and we'll start with Michael. What is Michael going to be doing?
He's going to be getting back with the other psychic. See if he can work on making a psychic item.
Let's see, Madame Xanadu.
Yes,
Like that? No, it was something with an X.
that is correct.
And like, she'd already told you she doesn't know how to do that kind of stuff, but she knows of people. And you were basically wanting to make a battery, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. It's basically so from what I gathered from reading the book,
The thing.
yeah, my brain just shut off for a second. So psychics can turn things into items that have power.
Mm-hmm.
And the psychic can recharge it as necessary.
Yeah, that part works kind of like what Teek's gun's going to work like.
Yeah. And during the creation process, they're able to basically code it to whoever they allow to utilize the power within it.
Ooh, so you could make that and loan it out to other people on the team if they were doing something that required more power.
Yeah.
But you'd have to do that ahead of time. The people would have to be selected ahead of time.
Yep.
Okay. So Xanadu has reached out and gotten into contact with somebody who has agreed to come by and meet with you.
Okay.
Did I think to give him a name ahead of time?
You did not.
Yeah, I probably didn't. Nope, I'm not seeing any extra name on the list. All right. All right, so you get a call from Madame Xanadu telling you to swing by her place. When you get there, and she does like, well, not so much seances as maybe a little bit of seances, but a lot of palm reading and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's how they met.
Yeah, and while she's got actual abilities, not everything she does is necessarily actually psychic.
Yeah. Well, he had taught her one of his powers.
Yeah, I think y'all had
Michael
were you learning one from her?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he learned one from her. She learned one from him.
Yeah.
So that they basically even exchanged.
Yeah, fair exchange, no worries.
Yeah. He learned astral projection from her, and she learned eidetic memory from him.
That's right. You haven't really used projection much, though you were thinking about doing it last week.
I was trying to do it, but every roll I attempted failed. So no such luck.
So you get to her place, but the close sign is the sign's flipped over to close. Obviously, she's expecting to let you right in.
Yeah.
Give me an insight. I think insight's the right one.
Okay.
Is it insight? Yes.
Special.
She's nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not of you. She doesn't seem to be nervous about you or anything.
Uh-huh.
But even as she's letting you in, she keeps kind of glancing back, where her kitchen is.
Mm-hmm. Something wrong.
Oh, no. Like I said, I have somebody here that wants to meet you. I figured he'd send somebody, rather than come himself.
And that makes you nervous.
Well, yeah, I mean, not worried like anything's going to happen. Just, But think about how a lot of people probably think when you walk into a room. People that just read in the papers that you can set people on fire. Or maybe that you're a prosecutor.
Both are equally as likely. Now,
anyway, we shouldn't keep you waiting. And she takes you to the back. And there's a very unassuming looking man sitting at a table. He's sitting there. Looks like she's made tea.
How unassuming are we talking here?
He's looking really normal.
Or unnaturally normal?
Not unnaturally normal.
Okay.
Like he's got a little bit of gray hair to him. He's a little bit older.
Okay.
He does have a hat, hung up on a hat rack. At least you assume. You've never seen the hat before. You assume it's his.
Okay.
He does have spectacles. You haven't seen any of the Invisible Man in spectacles. I don't think. But when you walk in, he stands up. Mr. Anderson. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Sir, I don't believe I've had the pleasure of making your acquaintance.
Oh, you have not. You have not. I have, in fact, never been to Abbey Shores before. And I was rarely in Chicago.
Chicago.
Now, Michael, he's just, if he doesn't bring it up, Michael ain't going to mention it.
I'm Zachary. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Please have a seat.
He does.
When you sit down, Xanadu pours up, pours herself some tea, you some tea.
Mm-hmm.
And then she exits the room. She's like, I'll be upstairs if you need me. She lives up above her place of business.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Anderson, what is it that you need?
I am trying to learn the creation process of imbuing items with psychic power.
That is a process that can take years.
Fortunately, I have a very good memory.
Mm-hmm. How can I put this gently? I'm not sure you have years.
Well, I guess we'll get to that point when we get there.
You, obviously being involved with this Beorn thing, is proving to be a dangerous lifestyle from what I've been reading.
Yes, it is.
And from what Kayla had been telling, Xanadu has been telling me. The national papers have been carrying some of your, almost said shenanigans, some of your activities. But as a local, she'd heard of a lot that I hadn't.
Quiet.
We have reason to believe something very bad is coming, but we don't know the particulars. But we think everything you faced so far may just be a build-up.
Oh, it is. He says that with the self-assuredness of, oh, I've seen it.
I'm gonna give you my
want to help,
sister's
though.
phone number.
We want to help, but we're hesitant to let, shall we say, someone with your last name know too much about us.
Well, if you know as much about me as you're alluding to, then you would know that whatever relation I have to those who share my name is tangential at best.
Well, we had certainly been thinking that.
Most contact I've had with my family in the past 15 years is when they decided to randomly drop by and try to play matchmaker.
And succeeded.
And succeeded.
He doesn't say that.
Teak from the distance.
Teak, just wherever he is, just perks up and goes, and succeeded. Everyone around
Salvador's
him going,
like, what?
What?
Teak's like, are you okay? Salvador's just like, are you okay, Teak?
Get him some smelling salts.
It's a concussion.
Sorry.
It's a concussion.
So anyway, so Zachary's like, so they're pushing you into a relationship, but neither one of them, to my knowledge, is in a permanent any sort of lengthy relationship.
Before we go too much farther, though, if I may inquire, who is them? And who are we?
We are an organization of like-minded individuals, shall we say?
Those like us.
Indeed. We are perhaps a bit more organized than you might have thought growing up. We tend to be secretive, and your family was constantly in danger of making a little too much noise, shall we say? Never mind the uh, moral implications of their actions.
How much do you even know about what they were doing?
We know they were running a crime family, essentially.
Well, yes, that's the obvious part.
Something very strange went on shortly before you, or right about the time you left. The incident that cost your parents their lives. If you're asking me if we know what they were doing there, we do not.
Well, to put it in a way, their long-term experiments were a success.
And what were the nature of these experiments?
Tit for tat.
20 questions. I suppose that's fair. What sort of question? What would you ask me then?
Well, you already know what I want from this exchange.
Oh yes, then to do with saying something to increase your not resources. Crap! Now I'm having the brain fart. Wow, I lost
The
my
amount
word.
of power available.
Yeah. There was a particular word, but I'm blanking on it.
Power.
We sometimes call objects like that whales.
Well, considering what we've been running into, I could use a few.
Yes, I've gotten much more details about the confrontation with the a vampire.
Yeah, he dominated another psychic.
I don't know a lot about such creatures. They are not to be trifled with. Or perhaps I should say underestimated.
Well, we killed several of his spawn and drove him out of the city, so... Granted, we probably wouldn't have been nearly as successful without the intervention of the church.
Yes. That at least gave you a fallback position to some degree.
Vampire's own words, whatever was protecting it kept him at bay.
There are stranger things in this world than the likes of us.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you're saying your parents were experimenting to expand your powers?
I said that the experiments that they were conducting were a success.
Oh, that's me. That was me misremembering it, not you. And what were they
No,
experimenting
I was taking it as he was like tweaking what he said just enough to see if Michael would slip up.
But but there were reports of writing on you.
Yes, mixture of Celtic and Nordic runic iconography.
Any of the runes that the strange folks brought with them?
A few.
Interesting. Usually magic and what we do don't. I don't say they don't mix. They just I think of a good way. It's like they're impartial to each other. They don't directly interact. I mean, obviously, if you're trying to extinguish a fire and a mage is trying to start one, there's a countering effect there. But I don't know of any. I've never heard of any spellcasters that could directly affect our abilities, or any of us that can directly affect the energies that a spellcaster are using. Were your parents trying to mix the two in some way?
I believe it's time for my question now.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So how would one go about the creation of a well?
You would need a proper object. Technically, it can be anything. Certain things take to the process better. If you've ever wondered why crystals are associated with us so much, crystals are often easy to imprint on.
Okay.
By the same token, that makes the object a little more fragile in many cases.
Could the crystal be inlaid in an object, such
Yes.
as protected by metal?
Yes.
So any metals that
not completely
specifically
encased, but you could have it, like if you wanted some sort of crystal in a ring, where it's just the one facing out, something like that would be doable.
I see.
I am particularly skilled in the area, so.
Well, to answer your question, he pauses. I'm not going to actually, light anything on fire. I will expend the power points just to utilize the power.
So that you light it.
Yeah. So. Yeah, his runes, his eyes start to glow a bit. And he'll just open a hand as a flame just appears in his hand.
Fascinating. You see him close his eyes and take a breath.
House catches fire.
And then reopen them and really just kind of give you a looking over.
Yep.
Big word.
Michael goes, doing what I do.
Yes. Interestingly, I don't see any lingering magical effect on you. By the same token, eyes glowing like that, and certainly the whole writing thing, isn't usually how any of us manifest. Our abilities are usually a little more subtle than that.
Subtle.
I mean, obviously, when you throw fire, you're throwing fire, but whatever they were doing must have stretched your abilities. I was wondering if you might be some unholy hybrid. But I think it simply stretched your natural abilities with some side effects.
I found in periods of stress, I can sacrifice my own vitality to empower the flame.
That's unusual. I've heard of such things, but it is unusual. I assume this was when your life was threatened or the life of a loved one.
And when my personal well is running dry. To the best of my knowledge, that is not something any of our kind can do.
I've heard rumors of such things. I have heard rumors of such things, but I've never spoken to anyone that actually could do it themselves, or knew firsthand somebody that could. It was always third or fourth hand gossip.
Well,
we're a little more organized than you might think. And he sat down, but there still are not that many of us.
Well, then how do I hold up to the rumors?
Oh, interestingly, so far.
I can tell you that that particular expanded gift was the only thing that let me overpower the vampire.
Yes, yeah, I could probably. I certainly wouldn't want to go up against one of the things. Thankfully, I think they're rarer than we are. At least here in the Americas.
Yeah. So for my next question, will you teach me how to make one of these objects? Or multiple wells, if need be.
The making of an object involves a permanent sacrifice. Your overall
How's that?
potential will be lower for having done so. In game terms, much like with magical items, it involves sacrificing a permanent power.
Okay.
He's like, you're young, you might be able to work your potential back up. But as I said, even with your gift, it can take years of practice. We have a very bad feeling that something is coming soon. And then something else a little after that. Perhaps by the end of the year.
No pressure.
So while I have a good impression of you so far, I think you are the white sheep of your family, so to speak. I would be willing to start the training process. Though that would not get you. That won't get you a well in a usable amount of time. But I could make you one. You'd be assisting me, of course, which would be the beginning of your training.
Okay.
I would be doing the actual work. You would be helping me fuel it. And making the actual sacrifice. I'm too old to go hobbling myself intentionally. And then he'll begin explaining to you how well, the stuff you already know about how this stuff will work, how you can attune it to multiple people as long as you do so with the items creation, that kind of.
Yeah.
So you'll spend a couple weeks doing that. I mean, that's not necessarily the only thing you could be doing.
Yeah.
But let's jump over to Vivian.
She's getting yelled at by Lilac for the next 2.5 to 3 weeks.
Most of the yelling was in the first day or two.
But in between that.
But there was a lot of yelling once she got you home. Like literally not until you crossed into the apartment and she shut the door.
She's like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
There was vague talks of she was going to give you some sort of training. Which turned out to mean her randomly stepping out from around corners and throwing things at you.
That's fair. She'd probably get better at dodging after the 3rd or 4th day of that. Or start carrying around a comically large fly swatter.
Just imagine drinking coffee, holding like.
Well, part of what she wants you to do too is when she starts throwing things at you, dive for cover.
Still sore. I can't really dive anywhere.
Yeah. And I'm sure the bad guys will give you plenty of time to heal up before coming after you. I mean, those weirdly normal assassins are still out there, aren't they?
Yeah.
We know the vampire's still out there. Sure, he said he wouldn't come back, but
I think vampires are kind of tied to some kind of folkloric truth thing.
Also, that vampire in particular can never come back. Period.
I didn't read all the books.
Yeah, that was the oath.
Yeah.
Is that if we won, he was never allowed within the city again.
Okay, guys, so we can't leave Abbey Shores.
He's waiting.
He's just hiding behind the city limit sign.
One of these days, they're going to come out this way.
Mm-hmm.
So as she heals up, is there anything Vivian would seek to accomplish?
Nothing in particular. If anyone else demanded she get training on firearm or anything else, she would go do it. Of course.
Lilac definitely wants you to.
Yeah.
Get some better training.
She will ask Salvador or Teak for any kind of firearms training or dodging training or anything like that.
What a Sal.
Teak knows that.
Teak is not a teacher.
Smart ass.
Teak is so naturally skilled, he has a hard time teaching other people how to do it.
Exactly.
He's just a terrible teacher.
He just can't understand. Why do you suck?
She's like, come on, just drive the car into somebody. Drive the car. No.
You just do this, and he fans the trigger, and it's all bullseye.
Curves a bullet.
She will do that, and of course, practice and going to her job and all that.
And I believe y'all had RSVP'd for the mayoral candidates dinner.
Against our better judgment, I believe we all did.
So you get some back and forth letters about that. They're so glad that you're coming. Thank you for RSVPing.
Vivian will make sure everyone has appropriate outfits for it. Not that she doesn't trust everyone, but.
Oh no, I get a makeover from someone who's aesthetically pleasing. Oh no.
She is going to give everyone the Princess Diaries treatment.
Yeah.
Well, Salvador's not going to fight you with that. Michael already knows how to show up to these. Sort of.
Salvador probably has an outfit from back when he would meet his parents for the big family reunion stuff.
Something appropriate.
Teak is used to wearing suits. That doesn't mean he likes it.
He's got plenty of pinstripe suits.
He's not using any of those. He's using the one other suit that he has.
Michael will wear his snazziest suit.
None of the pinstripe. Nope, here it is, the funeral suit.
She will help Teak find a suit in a color that complements his scale color and everything. Something that looks nice.
Steps out in a blue suit.
No, it's a nice.
No,
it's a nice bone white suit. Really,
something like bone white or slate, something like that.
Yeah.
She'll make sure everyone looks nice.
Now, my question: does Teak think to invite Lillian along while he goes clothes shopping?
Oh no, that's +1.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, y'all would have the option for a +1 to bring with you.
Oh yeah, she's definitely +1.
All right, so Vivian, you have a shopping trip with Teak and Lillian. You get the impression Lillian doesn't necessarily need the help. that she's supposed to take
I
her
know
along because she wants to have
I know what they're talking about while Teek's getting dressed. What are you talking about?
uh,
They're in the bridal section.
I mean, not for any reason. It's just, it's going to wander over here while he's changing, just see what they've got.
I'm not hearing a denial.
Yeah, but who wandered over there, Lillian or Vivian?
Vivian is here purely in business sense. She's already got an outfit picked out. She knows how to dress for these shindigs.
All right. Now, are Teak and Salvador going to be trying to work extra jobs or extra hours?
Oh yeah,
to build that money.
Oh yeah.
Not even a thought of just bumming off the off your rich team.
No.
No.
I don't want them
Teak would
to know
never do that.
I don't want them to know that we went, to be honest. But they will know eventually.
Since we're the only ones getting something special, we better not tell them.
No, Teak is getting something special.
Oh, Salvador's not going to go for the protection thing?
Probably not.
No.
It's like Salvador doesn't want them to know. Teak tells them everything.
Sure.
Michael, the process he's talking about sounds oddly familiar to the process that you're starting to learn about.
Yeah.
Not identical, like the whole having to sacrifice a copy of the object thing. That's weird.
I think Salvador took a moment and went through his heirlooms and it'd be like, no, Mom would kill me if I got rid of any of these. There's two signet rings that look exactly the same.
That Teak necklace is starting to look real good there, Salvador.
It's got the silver spoon collections, like commemorative ones from different countries. I've got 2 of this country. Could these work?
But no, this was a Teak thing. He went for Teak, so he's like, whatever.
Okay.
Let Teak do his thing.
Also, I just had an idea for in a bit.
Yep.
Okay. So Blake Ironwright seems relieved that it's only the one object.
Yeah.
And you get the impression that maybe he's seen his dad go through this cycle before, where he depletes himself and then has to do all this work to kind of get back up, build back up. And his dad is not young, even for a dwarf.
Yeah. Teak would feel bad. If anything,
if he feels up to it later, we can talk. But let's do the proof of concept first, and then we can go later.
All right. So as he continues to or the next time you meet up with him, should we cover that now or should we wait till?
Up to you. You're
we'll wait.
The storyteller here.
We'll wait for right now.
Okay.
As you're saving up the money, he's getting the prep work ready. He sends you a letter because you want to enchant one of the guns you've already owned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and sacrifice the other. Probably the one that he probably is the one that he had since he was in the Mafia is the one that is the primary, and then the secondary that he bought is probably the sacrifice.
Okay.
So.
All right. Stuff goes apace with Michael's project as well.
On that point, Michael, he does want to get this object empowered, but he will extend an offer to Zachary. It's like, so you're worried about what's going to be happening in the near future, from what I understand, you and yours.
Yes.
A lot of it seems, will be here.
Yes, that's what we've. This is where we've pinpointed. Yes.
So I have a proposal. If you expend the power to enchant this, or to empower it, I will show you the future.
I was not under the impression. Oh wait, your sister visited.
And she left quite a gift.
You seem to be a man of your word, Mr. Anderson. So tell me, is this going to be information that will I find this a fair exchange?
You will find things that are happening in the very immediate future, dangers that lurk in the near future, and then further dangers that you and yours can prepare for past our lifetime.
That does sound like it would be a fair exchange. He's inciting you, of course. But you're not lying, I assume.
No.
I assume you are going to show him all this stuff. So.
Yeah.
Very well. He makes the agreement. You'll still be involved in the process. He'll still be tapping into your your temporary pal, basically, and all that jazz. But very well, he will make the actual pal sacrifice. So yeah, during those next few weeks, anytime y'all are working on this, and some of it is him teaching you what he can as quickly as he can. Just so you'll know enough to do what you need to do. You always meet him at Xanadu's. She always answers the door. Escort you to whatever room he's in, and then she goes upstairs. You've got the distinct impression he's a big wig and what's going in this stuff, and she's just sort of,
I will say, he won't let Zachary keep the crystal, but he will bring the crystal to one of the meetings so Zachary can basically watch it. His sister's visions.
When he watches them, he seems quite shaken.
Things I've learned with my family, especially with my sister's visions, is the future itself is not set in stone.
Yes, that's what we have found. I mean, that sort of viewing is not a gift I have, but we make quite a study of our gifts.
So while these are a path that things can take, it does give us a bit of insight into what we can potentially make an attempt to avoid.
Well, Michael, I'm certainly convinced now that it was a wise thing for me to come up here. Are your siblings making any plans for these events?
I'm making inroads to see if I can convince them to assist us. Because while your organization might have their own reservations about my siblings.
Can you blame us, truthfully?
No, I cannot. However, it is for those exact reasons why, in something where it's either we work together or we die, their talents are invaluable.
I'll leave that to your discretion. I would ask only that you do not mention the existence of any sort of organization of our people. I mean, we can't count on someone with your sister's gifts not already knowing. But if she doesn't know who to be looking for or what to be looking for, maybe she hasn't seen it.
She sees a lot of things, but she doesn't always have the proper information to put it together.
That can be a flaw with the gift. You'll see a lot, but not always enough, or in a coherent enough manner. All right, so those long-term projects are going on, and y'all have a party to go to.
Yep.
Yeah. We didn't even get to Salvador stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I guess I was thinking about you tagging along with Teak.
I mean, yeah, but that's
what would Salvador do for Salvador during this time? I'm sorry.
Mostly do correspondence with his with his mom and the family. I'm sure they already got the news.
Let's see, what was the last news you sent them?
I think it was like a bunch of newspaper clippings from our recent, partakings.
So the vampire, up through the vampire stuff.
Yes, the vampire, up to the vampire and the gnome and stuff. Yeah, so just kind of replying to whatever she has sent me in that intervening time.
As always, she suggests you coming home. You notice that if you line her letters up, it's slowly becoming less and less of a suggestion.
More of a demand.
By Christmas, she's just going to be telling me to come home, isn't she?
Yeah. It's just an envelope with a ticket.
It's plane tickets. My passport that I conveniently forgot back in Kiev.
We don't know how we got in this country.
And then he would pal around with the Sarge for a little bit.
Okay. Could he be talked into training?
Get a little bit of time in with that.
Can he be talked into training Vivian?
That's a good question.
I mean, I did say she'd ask him.
So Salvador would be in for training. I have a mechanics question actually.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to have I have to have 75 or higher to be able to train somebody, right?
I believe that's correct.
Okay. So really the one thing that Salvador could train, well, that's not true. There's a few things. But the thing that is relevant in this case would probably be pistol.
I have a 78 in pistol.
Better than me, shit.
She's a good shot. She's just not good at, hide behind this.
Because most of Salvador's dodge skills are are good for one person, but they're not good to train at. So he can't train people in them.
I can teach people how to listen and manipulate.
Yes, that's kind of where he's at. He can train and spot but I feel like Vivian 89. Also has a pretty good spot. Yeah.
So it sounds like it's just your training is going to be
a lot of overlap.
He's going to be Lilac throwing things at you.
Yeah, it's just going to be Lilac chucking things at her.
And advising you. She is very good at dodging. Now, the fact that she can dodge in 3 dimensions probably helps.
The fact that she's this big too probably also helps.
Oh, she's more like that.
Yeah, but
she's more action figure size than
Yeah.
Yep.
Question: since all this stuff happened near her folks' home area, does she get any messages from them? She's not expecting any, but she keeps an ear out just in case. They did kind of disown her.
Yeah, but they also kind of had a sibling and didn't tell you about it.
We replaced you, so bye.
This is your sister, good Vivian.
Good.
Actually, what did I name her? Hyacinth?
Rosemary? No, Hyacinth.
Hyacinth, okay.
Yeah, so a lot of what Salvador wouldn't be like mechanically teaching people, but he would be like, no, this is how you get to cover. This is what you do when someone has a gun. You go to the nearest thing that's made of metal or stone or something not flesh.
Taking notes. Yeah. That like's been
Something
throwing
not flesh.
rocks at me.
But what about the guy that I'm holding in front of me?
Still kind of
Not
iffy.
It's a gnome, though. Does that count?
Gnome is not made of flesh. But anyway, the last thing Salvador does, we can get to it next session, is he wants to go actually kind of check out the National Guard. Now that we've helped out over there, he wants to go do a thing over there. But we can do that next week because it is getting kind of late. I know you have a scene you want to do.
Yeah. Let me just write back. Sal flashback.
National Guard.
National Guard. All right, so the day comes for the political dinner / party.
Yeah.
The candidate is Jack Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have not met him in person.
No, we have not.
You've seen him in the paper, and you've exchanged letters with it's probably his wife handling the letters, if she's not having somebody else do it. All right, so everybody gets a +1. Who's y'all's +1s?
Lillian.
Honestly,
I mean, Vivian's already coming.
She'll bring Lilac.
Salvador's +1 might be Dorothy if it's not his.
Dorothy does want to come.
Yeah.
It was literally something I had forgotten to bring up, but Dorothy was really wanting to come.
Yeah.
Wow.
Vivian would take Dorothy out on the shopping trip as well.
Yep.
That's fair. In that case, it was her and Lilac really going wild over the bridal stuff. Vivian was trying to stay all business.
We'll say if Salvador does want to invite Dorothy, then there might be a tiny bit of shovel talk from Michael, but Michael also pretty much wholeheartedly trusts Salvador at this point. Yeah. So he knows Salvador will look after her.
Better in front of me versus like some random vampire at a club we don't know about.
Look, Sal.
Yeah.
Also in the back of his head, Salvador's a lot better than the vampire.
Okay, Sal, I need your help. You got to keep all these hard ankles off of her at the party.
Actually, yeah, that's probably part of the shovel talk. Is you're her escort.
Yeah, that was the plan.
All right, so we've got Lillian, Lilac, and Dorothy going. Mm-hmm. I still leave somebody else with a +1. So anybody Michael's going to bring along.
Teak has a +1.
Mm-hmm.
He could bring and
Lillian.
Teak brought Lillian.
Oh, that's right.
Well, Salvador's bringing Dorothy. Vivian was already invited.
Auntie Jen, maybe? See if she wants. I don't know if she would.
I don't know.
Do we really want to bring a 200-year-old elf?
You know what? No, he will not
Bring the maid.
I had a very
Bring a Celavos.
no, but
The enemies to lover we all need.
my brainchild was depending on how much time we have, how much trouble will we be in if he invited his sister?
Well, you knew the thing was happening.
Yeah.
You have
You
enough
plenty of
time.
Yep.
Yeah, we could technically do this.
And Chicago is not freakishly far away by train.
Dear sister,
if y'all are down for it, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we go, he will call the manse.
She's actually a little surprised
Rachel,
to
do
hear
you
from
still
you.
have?
It's like, oh,
Do you
I did
still
not
have
see this
fancy
coming.
dress?
Hey, Ray. You remember how much you enjoyed learning all of the gossip happening around town so you could use it later?
Yes. I mean, it was also just entertaining in and of itself. But
would you like to do it again?
Are you inviting me back to your town so soon? What are you up to?
Well, first off, despite our vast differences in how we operate, you're still my sister, and that won't change.
That's very sweet.
You also have talents and skills that me and mine do not. And they would be of great use navigating a political sphere.
Are you going into politics?
We've been invited to a dinner that is going to involve mayoral candidates for the city.
Then what do you need me there for? I mean, I'm intrigued.
Well,
Immoral support.
moral support, support of a more unique nature to our family, the knowledge and skills that you possess that I have not gleaned through my lifetime. Be able to see the things that I would miss. Be able to give you the insight to the things that you would see but wouldn't have the insight to truly know.
Okay, you're making this sound like a lot of fun. What time is the party?
He would give her the time. Well, date and time, but yes.
I'll be there a day early. You know, to make enough leeway in case, there's something, there's a delay.
Of course.
Though, she rarely runs into, unexpected delays.
Yeah, I wonder why. So that will be his +1.
All right.
And he would tell the group ahead of time before he made this call.
Does anybody in the group try to talk him out of it?
No. Good to have someone who can see the future just in case something happens again.
To be fair, from their standpoint, probably except for Vivian, she was actually fairly cordial.
She got along well enough with Vivian.
It was
That's
between Dorothy and her for Salvador, to be honest.
I know if Salvador called up Michael and was like, "Hey, do you mind if I invite your sister?" He would be getting a bombastic side eye.
Bombastic side eye.
But as far as with Dorothy, Salvador will make a point to dress in the Elvish equivalent of folklorico, like explaining the significance of all of the different like accoutrements.
Mm.
So Salvador's going in there looking all fancy and European.
Yeah. Iberian Peninsula-ish. European, yeah.
How exotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Michael is showing up in his best suit.
How crazy formal were we told to be?
Also that, yes. How
It's
formal were we
formal,
told
but
to
it's not like super over the top.
be? Okay.
Okay.
So Michael would not go super over the top, but I'm gonna leverage my very high percentage of status here to look snazzy. Within reason.
Salvador's like explaining this suit was passed down from my grandfather to my father to me. I didn't pay a cent for it, which is the best part about it.
Me realizing I have an 89% skill chance and status.
Teak looks like you put a lizard in a suit.
It's a nice suit, though.
A nice suit.
Lillian, despite also being a lizard, doesn't look like he just crammed a lizard. It kind of looks like she fits in a suit, or not in a suit, in a dress.
Dress.
He will compliment her.
She thinks you look very sharp as well.
Yeah, I will say, like, just as an add-on, like, if the guys do meet up first, Michael would, like, since he sees Teak in suit, he would use some.
He'd have that really bad comb over at first. It's like,
yeah.
How does this work?
Michael will fix him up.
Okay, thank you.
Here's how you tie a tie.
Make him look nice and snazzy.
It's been a while since I've been in a suit.
I almost live in them, so.
Yeah, so y'all all roll up together.
Mm-hmm.
Lillian seems super excited. Let's see, she already knows Dorothy and Lilac. So Lillian spends a lot of time chatting with Michael's sister.
So me realizing I just introduced one of the heads of one of the major crime rings of Chicago to the receptionist of the orc mob.
Accountant. Yep. She's an accountant.
She's the accountant.
I just introduced
It'll be fine.
This is how they network. They're networking.
That's true.
Mostly Lillian's asking for mildly embarrassing baby stories. Oh, Michael.
Time he set the house on fire. And the other time he set the house on fire.
That only happened
one
once.
time he killed the parents. Which only happened once.
You know, it was a sad day and all, but hey, then I'm super rich. So, you know, as y'all are going up, you know, you're showing the invitations, you're being let in. Dorothy's also almost giddy.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you know, before y'all get in, you know, as y'all are going to the door, she's latched on to, you know, Salvador's arm.
Mm-hmm.
She unlatches a little bit once she's in the party.
There's a like slight clinking sound every time Salvador moves because of all of like the little things that clink onto the suit.
I just realized Dorothy could grill Rachel about Michael's childhood too.
Yep.
You know, she probably.
Oh no, she probably is, but it's probably Lillian and Dorothy, like talking
and
to
Lilac.
Yeah.
Michael with the rest of the crews. I done.
Teek's just sitting there. It's like, you brought this on yourself, and he's just looking at his girlfriend.
And Rachel doesn't hesitate to tell whatever little embarrassing stories. She keeps it like funny little kid stuff. Nothing. Nothing weird. Nothing that involves the crime side of the family. Despite that, though, Teak, as y'all are walking up, Lillian just sort of, leans over to whisper to you. You know who his sister is, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can't miss that, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'll admit, at first I didn't quite put it together. And then it was like, oh, those Andersons.
Same reaction to me.
But, so yeah, everybody gets into the party. There's a little pre-dinner. Everybody's just kind of walking around. There's people going around with, trays of drinks. They have people that like human elf height, and then they also have people that like halfling,
Kobold height.
Kobold barkling height.
Is Mr. Barkley here?
Give me a spot.
We have not seen him in
You
a
know
very
what?
long time.
All of you give me spots to see who you might recognize in this
I
crowd.
sure will.
I was about to say first, while we're here for this scene, I would like to activate aura detection if I can.
That's fair.
That's
Cool, it goes off.
Nope. Teak does not notice.
How did I fail? Screw it.
Teak's not using his only 5
There
to
you go.
reroll. He's passed out on his date. It's the concussion. It's back.
So I'm just picturing Teak passing out the party.
Gets in the door.
And Lilac like, the roofies weren't supposed to kick in so quickly.
Lilac!
Well, not Lilac.
Just chuck Lilac out the
Excuse me.
window.
Excuse me, Lillian. Lillian was the name I was going for.
Lilac would be just that horrible.
All right, let me look at who. Let's see.
I failed. I know I did.
Pyrokinesis.
I re-rolled because I am not failing with an 89%. I'm sorry.
a little bit of nosebleed.
So the art detection went off.
Must look harder.
So Teak failed. All right, so it's only Teak. Everybody else made it, even though
I'm just gonna say Teak's.
reroll.
I'm gonna say Teak's focused on Lillian. I'm just gonna say that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Wait, did Salvador make a roll?
Yeah, he succeeded. I got a.
This was the first one.
Oh, okay. Okay, you rolled that before Eric rolled the art detection. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. All right. So Salvador, well, obviously, everybody got success and nobody got anything hinky. So you of course see Jack Howard, and his wife, who, if I didn't already give her name is Annalisa, or excuse me, Annalise. Also Howard. Let's see. Where did I put the... Michael will be the first one to notice that Rella Corona is here. Or Rhea.
Which makes sense because
She was also in the vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and I
think
you've seen her in pictures with him.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to say.
I think when he was making his announcement that he was going to run, he was on stage with his wife, and there were like some other supporters on stage, and she was one of them.
Yeah.
But she catches you as you're walking in, Michael. From across the room, and you see her sort of smile, and then she focuses on your sister. And it's a slightly less of a smile.
I'll say, would she catch the family resemblance though?
From across the room, probably not.
Alright, fair.
Maybe when she gets up closer to you.
Fair enough.
Crap, I had other names ready. Where was it? Let's see. Well, no, your boss isn't there. Crap, I just suddenly drew a blank on some of the people I was planning on having here.
There's a party happening, and there are certainly people there.
Yeah. Oh, I remember now. Vivian, you see your parents.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, I'm glad they got a babysitter, and she picks up a second glass of whatever alcoholic is being walked around,
Champagne or something.
You do only see them. You're right. They don't have the baby with them. Well, the toddler.
She would hope not. The kid's 3.
Yeah.
She must be taught early. They can't be lax like they were with Vivian. We've got to do better with good Vivian.
GV for short.
Mm-hmm.
She flags that. Takes another drink.
She's just double fisting wines.
As soon as she finished the first one, she set it down and picked up a second one. Maybe let's Lilac know, because Lilac's also met them.
Just like takes a second and is like, just you are my server. Keep them coming. Just like grabs another and take a shit.
Lilac, her face scrunches up.
You didn't have to bring your crossbow, did you?
You see her hand drift back to where she, where it usually hangs. She does not have an owner. But her hand sort of reflexively goes back to it.
He looks at Lilac. I could have fit it in my purse. I could have fit it in this. And like she has like a small, like handbag style, fancy frou-frou purse. I could have fit it in here.
Well, I wish you'd thought about it.
I wish you thought about it.
She goes, but there's plenty of security around. And you do see like off-duty cops, but in uniform.
For them or for us?
I'm sure nothing's going to happen.
You said it.
I am so sorry that I said that.
Even Teak looks at Lilac.
Looks at Lilac like, really?
She's like,
really?
Whatever happens tonight, clearly it's my fault.
No. The universe conspires against us, so you just ushered it in with an announcement.
Salvador walks by and is like, we've been here 10 minutes. Maybe slow it down.
We haven't even gotten past the hors d'oeuvres. I'm fine. It's fine. Visibly, so she's not looking at her parents now.
You don't sound fine, but we can go into that later. Keeps walking with Dorothy.
And you have random people introducing themselves. You see somebody tap Jack Howard, on the shoulder, and they don't point at you. That would be weird. But the guy's clearly looking at you as he leans over and whispers in Howard's ear.
It's like that pointing angry monkey.
He looks over at you. His face lights up. Hey, it's somebody that's happy to see you. He touches his wife on the arm, and she looks at him, and he kind of, gestures, and then they start walking over.
They're walking towards Vivian?
Well, towards the Beorn.
Us.
Yeah.
Us.
Y'all haven't had enough time to really start splitting up amongst the party,
Sure,
if you were even planning to.
Teak goes to talk to Lillian. Lillian's gone. She's in her element.
No, she's standing right there next to Teak.
Oh, you got incoming. Salvador just says it through like gritted teeth.
Could be worse. We expected this. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
So Jack walks away. I'm so glad you could all make it. Thank you for accepting the invitation.
Of course.
Thank you for the invitation.
Well, you're the city's heroes.
I'm glad someone said it.
Sure, anyone else given the opportunity would do the same thing.
There's a city full of people who would have had the opportunity and did not. You can argue right place, right time, I suppose. But you've been going out and doing this regularly.
The player to an aside. We were drafted for this. This is voluntary.
You could have fled the city. But he's particularly impressed with you helping the local police capture that unsavory Vasily character. It's really a shame.
A little smoother, but
it's a shame that the Longshoremen's Union got or association got so involved with him. But you don't ever really know people, I guess.
We were trying to keep any tensions low, I suppose.
I'm sure, given time, the two sides can reach an amicable agreement. Happy workers tend to produce better results than workers that are ground underfoot.
I share that philosophy, but so many businessmen don't. Oh, where are my manners? This is my wife, Annalise.
Pleasure.
Oh yes, it's a pleasure. I've been reading up on you. I've been keeping up with all your adventures. Is literally how she phrases.
I'm assuming we all do the go around and introduce. Just as we say we do it, we don't do it.
Salvador is, most of you see him he's usually kind of curved a little bit with his back. He is stock still, straight up.
Is he kissing her hand?
Yes.
She seems charmed. She's a very tall woman. She actually looks just a little bit taller than her husband, but she is in heels.
Yeah. It's the heels. It's fine.
But she's still, 6'1" maybe.
He is just
giant lady.
Neck cracked, looking up.
Get Tika like a step stool.
You do see a slight reaction on Howard's face, Michael, when your sister is introduced to him. That name sounds familiar. Though whether he really makes a connection or not, you're not sure.
Yeah.
Anderson's an extremely common surname, so
But when you're a mover and shaker, certain names may come up. So Jacob Jack sort of sweeps y'all along and starts introducing you to all kinds of, hooty snooty people. Michael, a lot of these people you've already met before.
Yeah.
Some of them just in passing, but Vivian, some of these people you at least know by name and reputation.
Yep.
You were young enough last time you were in town much that maybe you didn't interact with them much, but you know that your parents did.
She was about 5 years ago, so.
That's right. That's right. You didn't leave town till you got married. Never mind. For some reason, I was thinking of you as a little kid, but yeah.
Nope, she grew up in the thick of it.
Yep. So some of these people, They know you on sight, even if they didn't necessarily realize when they read the name Vivian in the papers. Because you are using an alias, weren't you? Or am I misremembering?
Mm-hmm. She was used. I think she went back to her maiden name when she came back to the city.
Okay. Okay, so she's made no efforts to disguise her name or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So you get a few of them though that didn't realize you were back in town. You know, they you get the impression they don't pay much attention to the news.
She's fine with.
They hadn't necessarily connected Vivian, somebody named Vivian, with the Vivian they already knew. You do notice that Jack at no point takes any of you anywhere near Vivian's parents.
Does she see him looking at them? Like, does? Could she get a read on the two of them?
Roll. Give me an insight roll.
Because that's weird to her. Come on, sheet, pull up. I need to know this. Yes.
At one point, Jack's about to move you over one direction, and you see his wife just very gently, nudge him and sort of cut her eyes over towards your parent, and then Jack moves y'all off in a different direction. Like he's fairly subtle about it, but there's that one instance where it's kind of obvious.
Does Lilac notice?
With a 36, yeah, I bet she does. Mostly she looks puzzled.
Yeah. Vivian's probably got a little bit of the same look, like, why are they here if he doesn't like them, or do they just not like us, or was there something said beforehand?
Do I have a piece of spinach stuck in my teeth?
Yeah, should look about Lilac.
Paranoia sets in.
Look about Lilac, like, you saw that, right?
And Annalise is chit-chatting mostly with the ladies. She quickly realizes that Dorothy is the Dorothy from the vampire thing. And she only asks a couple of questions about it. It's like she's clearly super curious, but realizes it might be a sensitive topic. Compliments Lillian on her dress. Both of them seem to be perfectly at ease with strange folk. And you quickly get the impression that, as the special guests, you're part of the attraction for showing up here.
Of course. We knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, you knew that was not that this is not a surprise being sprung. At some point, Dorothy disappears from your side.
Not for long.
I know. It's just every now and then you find her off talking to somebody else about, usually guys about her age.
Your adopted father will kill me.
Yep.
Lily, on the other hand, is attached to Teak at the hip.
He is just fine with that.
Teak, no, you had a failure.
Nope, he didn't spot anybody. You're welcome to let me roll again if you want, because he has been here a bit.
The rest of you, though, do notice a certain Mr. Barkley. And who you assume must be Mr. Barkley's wife.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Now, Teak, you notice him, when Jack drags all over there and introduces him. Though he's like, we've met before.
He's cordial.
And Barkley,
Cordial through gritted teeth.
Nope, he's just cordial.
No, I'm saying Parkley.
No, yeah.
maybe there's a slight tensing of his features when he focuses on Teak. But he's perfectly fine with the rest of you.
Parkley.
And he shakes hands with everybody. You know, he says complimentary things. Dorothy, you know, he compliments Lilac. I mean, not Lilac. He does say something nice about Lilac, but he compliments Lillian's dress, as does his wife. His wife seems to be just genuinely excited to meet you all.
Has Teak met his wife?
You have not.
Okay.
But she seems to be much cooler with you than he is.
Fine.
Of course, that may just be her following your exploits.
Teak will hold out a hand to shake Barkley's.
He shakes it without hesitation. He is nothing if not prim and proper.
And he just says, Mr. Barkley.
Teak, I hear you've been keeping busy.
Quite. Yourself?
Oh, yes, you know, business is what it is.
Hope it's been well.
Oh, it's going quite well. And then there's a slight awkward. Okay, and just start, you know.
He just smiles and nods.
Shortly thereafter, you know, you have the dinner. There is speeching. He talks about the people, you know, helping him and what he wants to do for the city. And he takes a moment to particularly call out to you guys to thank you for what you've been doing for the city. How you've been cooperating with the police.
Salvador just kind of like waves as the group is mentioned.
Truthfully, if your characters aren't interested in politics, it's going to be kind of boring.
Salvador understands the assignment of being like the display for all of the other politicians.
Yep.
So he's keeping that facade going for as long as he can.
I got you.
He's been in, you know, he's been at in what do you call them, those military balls.
Yeah, Teak's doing everything he can to not make a fool of himself.
Yeah. Michael's very much not a politician. He knows Rachel is. He is not. So he's just kind of in lawyer mode. Where he's just taking things in and noting them. Which he finds out later.
Psychoanalyzing everything.
Well, I mean, his aura detection is active, so he literally can. Actually, no, I have to. Sorry in advance. Noting that Jack is avoiding a certain pair.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't work. Okay. Never mind.
You want to
cannot vibe
reroll?
check.
I thought you already activated vibe check when we came in.
Yeah, but getting
Oh.
the info requires successful idea roll.
Ah.
So, I do not get the info on her parents.
And they're
okay,
sitting, they're sitting at a table some distance away from you.
Yeah, it's fine. But he's basically just kind of watching things.
Vivian is a duck, calm above water, underneath, flapping and screaming.
Rachel seems to be paying very close attention to Diane.
What's Lillian doing? Is she paying attention?
She's politely paying attention. You know, every now and then she leans over and kind of whispers something to you. Which, you know, a lot of people, there's hushed conversations going on.
Oh, yeah.
But he also calls out to Rhea Corona. Thanking her for the huge help she's been in getting stuff organized. And then dinner is served, and then it's just pleasant conversation with whoever's around you. Y'all are on kind of the front table where Jack and his wife are, and Rhea is there. As soon as you sit down and everything's in that casual conversation phase, Michael, she asks you, "Who's your date?"
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't introduced you. Miss Corona, this is my sister, Rachel.
Oh, sister, I was very pleased to meet you. Some quick questions about where you're from, that and the other. You see this recognition pass over her face at some point during that conversation.
where she knows exactly who this is.
I just imagine
Yes.
the slow.
Oh, nice to meet you, sir. What did you say your name was? Capone? Oh, nice. Al Capone. Oh, it's kind of that sort of thing.
Well, nice to meet you. I gotta go.
I mean, there's no hitch in her speed.
Mm-hmm.
You just get that since you're talking.
She doesn't
staring
stop.
right at her.
Yeah. Well, that and his aura detection is still active, so he probably spots the shift of
Feels the shift in tone.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And you see a little smirk on Rachel's face. You think she enjoys it when she gets that reaction out of people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they don't know who they are, who I am. Oh, now they know, and they fear me.
Yep.
At some point, Vivian will lean over to Rachel and be like, "Does that ever get old?"
It hasn't so far. And I haven't seen where it will ever get old.
Well, if you feel like terrifying anyone else, there's a couple over there. Feel free to mess with them as much as you'd like. Don't mention me.
I feel like I could mess with them a lot more if I did. Just think about it. Hey, hi, I'm Vivian's close friend, Rachel Anderson from Chicago.
You are welcome to mess with them as much as you would like. I trust you to cause less of a scene than your brother would.
He's actually surprisingly good in these sorts of situations.
You'd think that.
Oh, that brother. Never mind. For a moment, I thought you were referencing our brother.
I'm sure he would be very good conversation with him as well.
There'll be two less people. Take a drink.
Michael just goes, "You wouldn't be wrong."
For being a giant flab of muscle that looks like a refrigerator, your brother does very good conversation.
You
He
know your
lives in the
brother can be
moment.
smooth when he wants to be.
Yes, I'm aware, and
Only when he wants to be.
and I sometimes have the social instincts of a feral attack dog, but
That was given a Roman candle and a can of gasoline.
When you make the rabid dog thing, Annalise goes, "Well, that's probably a good feature in a prosecutor."
well, it works for me.
Does Annalise say anything when she tells Rachel, "Sure, go mess with my parents"?
Well, I'm assuming that was a slightly more whispered.
Okay. Yeah, no, okay, it was more whispered. I didn't know how close they were sitting.
Close enough that regular conversation can go on. Though she may get a look on her face when Rachel heads off in that direction.
This will either go out very well or very horribly. Either way, they're a drink.
It's my sister. It's going to go exactly the way she intends it to.
You see her wander over there. as the meal has wrapped up, people are back to kind of randomly socializing again.
Yeah.
Some music started. There's a little, this is at the at Jack Howard's home.
Yeah.
A decent sized mansion. It's got its own little ballroom. But yeah, you see her wander over there, and she's just her body language is that she's just casually chatting with people. You see your
Michael
mother's
recognize
you
the
see
body
your
languages.
mother's scandalized look come over her face.
And there she goes.
That's a normal look for my mom, though.
And this is the only time at the party that you see your mother look directly at you.
And here we go.
She does a little finger wave.
And then back to Rachel. And then her and her husband get up and stiffly leave. They swing by and say something to Jack on the way out.
I gotta go walk my goldfish. I'll be back.
We got the babysitter. You see
The babysitter
Annalise, looking at them. Her eyes are going from the parents to Rachel to Vivian. Like she may be partially putting something together. But she doesn't seem upset about it.
Just still drinking her beverage.
I'll say, as those two get closer, Michael, he does keep an eye on them, but he is making small talk.
Teak will wave the waiter for refills.
Teak's like, I need some refreshments for this.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any popcorn? But no, I mean, her parents. It's clearly they're just going by to Jack to say their goodbyes.
Mhm.
Not like their heathen daughter that probably just leave if she got upset.
How close is Jack to where they're sitting and her parents?
This is the closest they've been to you.
Like, could she use a normal conversational tone and them hear her?
Yes. So this, as they're leaving, they've said something to Jack and they're turning around to leave. You could.
It's lovely to see you, parents. Have a pleasant evening.
There's a brief pause, and then your father's like, "Oh yes, you too, dear," because he's in public. You can't show that there's something going on in public.
The grin is screwed on.
Lilac is leaned over, laughing into your hair. Lillian looks like that person that's in an awkward situation.
Teak will lean over and explain everything.
Like
whisper tone.
Does Teak know anything about it, though?
Nope.
Teak
I
can
think
make up some
everybody-
bullshit.
He's leaning over and making assumptions.
I think
I'll say
everybody on
that.
the team knows there's some tension with you and your parents, though.
That's
Yes.
about it. But
And
They don't like
Lillian
each
had
other.
picked up on that much.
Yeah.
So there's some subtext here I'm not getting.
Same.
I'll say Michael under his breath, probably only, probably quite enough that only the people immediately next to him hears, but you hear his response to her father's tone is, I think they replaced his spine with a mop handle.
leans a little bit further over. No. They stuck that up his butt.
All right,
Just trying to be
Dorothy
polite
and Lilac snorted at that one.
It's said quiet enough so only the immediate team hears it, not anyone.
Yeah. No, Michael's like, I was trying to be polite.
Lillian hides a smile by taking a sip of her drink. She hangs out with Orc Monster. She's heard much worse than that. So there, the party goes on. There is some dancing. Dorothy again will manage
What's
to
up the
disappear
dance
from
floor?
Salvador's side periodically to go dance with somebody.
Teak will two left feet dance with Lillian.
As she disappears, as she goes to disappear the second time, he's just like, shame. And here I was going to show you a traditional elven dance.
All right,
He's very
fine.
good
I
at
should.
it.
I should probably. It's only fair that I dance with who brung me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, there's some like rich husband potential here. Well, rich boyfriend anyway.
No, there isn't.
Looks over at Dorothy. Dear, you saw how that went the last time you tried that.
Yeah, but I got Mr. Magic Eyes here this time.
Yes, just because they don't actually suck blood doesn't mean that they're not going to just be horrible individuals.
She pats her purse. That's what the gun's for.
Don't say that out loud. The
don't
teacher
say that
shakes
out
her head.
Dorothy, would you
Is-
like me to hold your purse while you're dancing?
Oh, certainly, if you don't mind.
She's going to, like, take the gun out of Dorothy's purse when she's not looking. She'll give it back to her before they leave.
When you've learned some manners.
My
Let's
God.
see. Michael will since he did bring Rachel, he will dance with her first, as custom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
After that, though, she
Um,
tells you, go dance with your girlfriend.
Have to tell me twice. he'll invite Vivian to dance.
She will dance.
Um,
She will ask Rachel at some point, what did you tell them? Like, as being drugged to the dance floor, what did you tell them?
Oh, just what good friends we are, and how we're practically family since you've been here seeing my brother.
Oh, that probably thrilled them to no end.
a human?
Oh, pretty much.
Well, also specifically that human. Again,
What you should have done, sorry, this is me. Like, what you should have done is shown the ring finger.
she's like, I'm pretty sure I heard your father grinding his teeth.
I'm
But
sure
they
he can afford
recognized
new
who I
ones.
was, so they weren't going to be rude to me.
They wouldn't dream of it.
I'm not sure they had ever connected Michael with me.
Anderson is a very common human surname, and they really don't entertain themselves with the customs of humans.
That's fair.
They will now.
Well, let's hope not, and just continues out to the dance floor.
So there is dancing for anybody that wants to dance.
Mhm.
Lillian does her best to teach Teak at least the basics.
He's trying. He's trying real hard.
In one of the faster paced songs, you're managing not to step on her feet, but that's about the best that can be said for what you're doing.
Yep.
And then Barkley and his wife just come by as graceful as swans.
Teak is focused on Lillian. He doesn't give a shit about Barkley.
Barkley looks amused though.
It's fine. He can be as amused as he wants to be.
There's a lot of like flamenco-esque elements when Salvador dances with Dorothy. Not straight up flamenco because they're not playing a song that would be appropriate for it.
Yeah.
But like the movements thereof. A lot of like circling Dorothy.
So it turns into a better time, once Vivian's parents are gone, everybody's taking turns dancing.
I don't think Teak would be able to say this, but does Jack and his wife kind of like get a little bit more comfortable when they're gone?
You don't notice any major change with them.
Okay. They're professionals.
Unlike us heathens.
They dance for a little bit, and then then you see her kind of head back into the house somewhere else in the house, and he's still kind of glad handing people. And then the dancing is interrupted by a scream.
Of course.
You hear Annalise.
Teak immediately looks at Lilac.
Go.
Salvador brings Dorothy, like circling Dorothy, and immediately
Yeah.
like grabs her and like back.
So you hear Annalise scream, "Let me go!" And then about 2, and of course, people are already starting to move. Jack's already,
Lilac.
Lilac takes off. And just a couple of seconds after you hear "Let me go," you hear a man scream.
She kicked him in the balls.
Rachel, let's go. And Michael is off.
Y'all go racing back there.
What's funny, I was literally about to go, hey, can I idea roll Jack and his wife just to like try to get in a little nice with them, like see if they have any like health issues, and then this happened.
Does Lillian
Immediate
follow
health issue.
Teak?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question. No, she tells you when you look at her. She tells you go.
Okay. He kisses her and then goes.
Oh,
Salvador
Nice.
looks at Dorothy and goes, "Get in the car, under the seat,
You want her to get in the car under the seat?
under the seat, so that safe. You are not. We're not losing you today."
oh, sure thing.
That is his concern. That is his concern.
That's
Alright.
if
She would have passed. Vivian would have passed back the gun.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say
She just handed
Rachel
her
does,
purse. Hey, I recognize that.
Here.
Weight.
if Rachel does follow them, he actually like once they start getting more out of sight of people, he will actually hand his sister his pistol.
Well, there's a lot of people rushing this direction now, including some cops.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, never mind then.
You get back there, and it's the bathroom door, the washroom, whatever you want to call it, the powder room.
Yeah.
One of the phrases for the day. That door is open. Annalise is on the ground, her hand over her mouth. Blood is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You see a conspicuously average-looking guy
Michael's immediately swinging.
dead on the ground.
Never mind.
Nice.
Still swinging. No.
Looks like someone has bitten his throat out.
Nice.
Wait.
Okay.
He's gonna
She's covering her mouth.
He's gonna idea roll Jack's wife.
She's covering her mouth, and is she conspicuously tall?
Oh my god.
I crit that.
But yeah, he said there's blood, a lot of blood around her mouth.
And she's covering her
Yeah.
mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Can I-
are.
What do I pick up on her with
All
my aura
right.
detection?
If I roll idea, do I roll normal or insight or whatever you want me to roll for? Flagging her.
We're gonna wrap here for the week.
Ah!
We're already late. This could take a
Yeah.
little bit. We better just wait till next.
Can I get my results so I can at least give the recap when the session starts next week?
No. We'll keep
Can
that.
you remember
rolling.
that you rolled a critical?
We will keep the crit will be sitting there when we come back.
Fair.
I'll say I will willingly say I will do the entire recap for next week if you just give me the info.
We'll cover it next week. It'll be fine.
All right.
So I hope y'all had fun. I enjoyed that.
It wasn't bad. I
was
will
great.
say I do really enjoy our more downtime weeks because we can just vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Plus
I
life
do
and
enjoy
death until
those.
the inevitable life and death.
Yeah, just Teak leaving.
Until the inevitable life and death. But yeah, I do
Teak just
enjoy our
leaving a
vibe
stun
weeks.
like Lillian. It's fine.
The genre for our game is slice of life in parentheses and death.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Cozy horror murder mystery.
That's our new group name. The slice of life and death.
So anyway, I hope anybody that comes by and checks us out. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll join us again next week.
No family and firearms.
Again, I was your storyteller for the evening, Jason. And with me has been Sarah playing Vivian. Eric playing
The bad
Michael.
Vivian.
The bad Vivian.
BV.
Jeremy playing Salvador. And Carr playing Teak. One smooth MFer.
Sure.
The smoothest of us all.
And we will see y'all next week.
So tread with
Bye-bye.
care and heed the sign. Abomination Alley. these lights.